New XL, I can throw it on. Good money. You know
Hey, so we back live now.
Yeah, we got knocked off talking about motherfucking half t-shirts.
The world just was like, nah, B.
No, right. No. Trash that.
So we're gonna keep it moving, but you can still listen to that shit because I didn't kick it down. It's episode 31.
Yep.
So now we on episode 31.5.
That's how I like it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it's just how it has to go.
We had a couple of tracks on my podcast with 0.5 because we fucked up.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Shout
that's
out
the
to
spice
EJ,
of
man.
life.
So
Know
for
what
those of you
Absolutely.
who are just tuning in, we got Comic Bad Lad
Yes.
in the building,
Peace.
hanging out with us this afternoon. He gonna stay. You stay on the whole show,
Yeah. How long? How long is the show?
man. When we done, but generally like
All
about
right.
60 minutes or so.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Tick 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 tick.
Yeah. My kids are grown, man. I ain't got the grandson today, so
Word.
All right, so if anything,
that's right.
big announcement.
Big announcement.
My man,
Yeah,
DJ
huge
Caveman.
announcement.
Yeah. Big up.
Yeah,
Trying to break the internet this weekend.
yeah, my man, DJ Caveman. Tell him what you did.
Off the market, man. You know, got down and asked my girlfriend to marry me. So now I have a fiance.
All right.
Salud, brother.
Yes.
It was kind of cool because she teaches second grade. Our not so silent producer. Not really.
Word.
She out shopping or whatever she's doing.
Big ups. Thank you for your service.
But it was cool, man. We put the video of me doing it in front of her class and everything, and people are watching that shit.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I caught it today.
I posted about Endgame, 13 likes. I put a picture of myself up, 50 likes. You know, propose to your girl. You know,
Oh, love is love, B.
it's like 1,700 views,
Love is love, man.
Yeah, man.
300,
Yeah.
400 likes.
Woo! And it's,
Yeah.
and y'all came a long way too.
Yeah, we've been together for a little bit, man. So it's all good.
Yeah, man.
Now it's the planning time, though. You know, we got 2 years to put it together.
All right, you're gonna document it. What
What?
was gonna be your position in this whole wedding process here?
Man, I'm gonna be there.
You
cut
gonna,
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Cut checks.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
answer. Right out the playbook.
You know,
Great
I'm
answer.
gonna cut checks. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna say what's up to people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So-
She's gonna say this one or this one, and I'm gonna say
Yes.
which one do you like? And she's gonna be like, just choose. And I'm gonna be like, A. And she's gonna be like, that's right, I like B. And it's gonna keep it moving anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, so you see, you give the smart man answer. Like I give the smart ass answer. Which one you like? This one or that one? I'm like, yes. And I just keep it moving. Like, which one? Come on, this one or that one? Yeah, the one you like. No, come on, that's not cool. I'm like, look, I don't want the argument. I just like the one you like. And if it was really that deep, I would say something. Other than that, I really have no
Here's the
skin in
thing.
this game.
It's a day for her. You know what I'm saying? It's a day for me too. But
It's a celebration
It's a
of
ce-
your love. Both of y'all love. So
But-
it's for both of you.
she has a vision.
All right.
I have ideas, and I have things that's like, yo, like we got to get married near the water. I get to hire the entertainment. Everything else, have at it.
Now,
Let me know.
now, is your first dance?
Don't go crazy.
Is your first dance gonna be like the dance scene that they had in House Party?
Son.
Now, being your boy,
Listen, I'm not
you
giving
know
away
I gotta
no spoilers.
throw that out there.
I'm not giving no spoilers.
Just like how
Okay.
you
All right.
should-
That's good enough.
Just
That's
like how
better
you should
than
give
no.
any spoilers for that.
That's
that
better
movie
than
you
no.
watched
I'll
the other
take
day,
that.
too.
It's gonna
That's
be-
dope.
I'm trying to have the most. If I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. So it's gonna be the type of wedding that people talk about,
All
as far
right.
as I'm
I can dig
concerned. So
And you know what though? Again, it's a celebration of both y'all love, man. So no spoilers. Just like how you shouldn't give any spoilers for Endgame, but that's basically
Yeah,
the
I
end
saw
game
that
of a
shit.
relationship.
I saw Endgame. You see Endgame?
No.
The Avengers?
No.
It's not your thing.
Not to my thing. I just didn't. I haven't seen it.
So
I miss her on a lot because I've been married. I am married. It will be 8 years in on New Year's Eve.
oh,
But
congratulations!
we've been together for what will be 19 years in December.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So,
Nice.
You got married on New Year's Eve. Woo.
oh, my wife is the shit. Let me tell you,
You
something.
reach deep into
My
those
wife is
pockets
so
to get
dope.
married on New Year's Eve.
She wanted no. You think so? Okay. Here's how because we got married. I got married at 43.
Okay.
My wife is 4 years older than me. We got married on New Year's Eve. Our wedding party consisted of her daughter as her maid of honor, My youngest son is a ring bearer. My oldest son is my best man. It was an open invitation. We got married, when I tell you, literally 1 block away from my house, by my best friend's mother, who is an ordained minister, reverend. She has her own church now. Total cost, because we didn't even go. We went out to eat. We invited everybody out to eat. This is where we're going to eat. You're welcome to come, but when the checks come,
Oh, okay.
we're splitting. Like this shit was scaled back. I rented my tux. The mayor gave my sons their tuxes for free. Threw them in. And end of the night, all said and done, I spent more for the church and for my my best friend's mother for marrying us. So what, $1,750?
Damn. That's impressive.
My man.
That's impressive. That shit. I DJ'd a wedding on New Year's Eve. That's why. And that shit was in.
Yeah, we got done in enough time, so if you had plans, you could go.
Oh.
Yeah, we got married like 5:00.
Oh,
we was done by like 6:15.
Damn.
Oh, so when people usually taking a nap on New Year's Eve, y'all will get married.
We went and got married, yeah, and it was very informal, man. Like, I got my tux, she got her gown. Like, she had a very simple gown, didn't have a train or nothing. It was something that she could wear to a formal event again. Not that she has, but she could. Her daughter dressed a little like somebody her age would. She was in her late teens at the time. You know what I mean? But what she did was she allowed me to have Dallas colors. So the blue and gray. But I didn't go tacky Dallas. It was just...
You didn't come in with the Dallas with all the stars
No.
on it and shit?
No.
With
It
the
was
matching pants?
No, just accents.
With retired players' numbers.
Exactly, yeah. No, not at all. Like, I'm not one of them. Like, I'm a hardcore Dallas fan, but I'm not tatting nothing on my arm. I'm not... No.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboy socks and the shoes.
I have a hat. I have a fitted with my name stitched in. I got that for Father's Day for my son. So, like, I got that. I'm not...
But you wasn't wearing that to the wedding.
You wasn't wearing that.
No.
All right.
No, I was right, tight, quiet, and together.
All right,
No,
cool.
absolutely. No.
But it was still, again, a celebration of y'all love together.
Right. And we got to that point because initially we did the initial route. Oh, we're going to invite this one. We're going to invite that one. We got to 150, and we hadn't ventured outside of second cousins.
Right.
We ain't even invited acquaintances, friends, people that are not blood related between the two of us.
Yeah.
And like 110 of those names was just my family. Like my father's 1 of 10, my mother's 1 of 8. Everybody lives here, and everybody got kids.
Yeah.
And then we was like, no, we can't. We can't possibly.
I'm already like made peace with myself about the people I'm not inviting because I can't afford to feed them.
You
I'm not finna feed them.
You laugh, but that's a real check. That's some real shit. Check that shit, man. Yeah, man.
And real talk,
I'm not-
there ain't gonna be no kids at the reception because I can't. No, fuck that.
Right.
It's a
Right.
grown up party. You know what I mean?
Ain't
Kids
nothing
can
against the kids, but you got to look at it as
kids
dollar
can come
signs.
to the
You
wedding
have to.
and then they got to get the fuck out because the
Yeah.
party's about to happen.
Right.
I don't want somebody's little ass kid running through.
Right.
Nah, that's daytime shit. For the wedding shit,
Right.
party, no kids.
And as a DJ, we appreciate you allowing us to not have to look for a clean crate. You know what I mean? We can
Yeah.
play what we want, how we want. You got to
Yeah,
worry about
yeah.
offending no kids.
You don't have to
Maybe
play-
if there's elders there, but the elders are going right after the
Right.
meal pretty
You
much.
could play Baby Shark without having to play it to entertain the little kids. Like, oh, the kids are running around, play
Right.
Baby Shark.
Nah, because
Right.
my music list is gonna be real specific.
And Baby Shark is
And Baby
nowhere
Shark is not on
swimming
that
in that.
list.
So,
Like,
How about that
I'm a
Boots
DJ
and
getting
Cats?
married, and I'm gonna pay another DJ. It's gonna be exact. Like, I'm not gonna micromanage them.
no,
But you're not playing Boots and Cats.
here's some bullet tracks.
Right.
These tracks I need to hear at some point during the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Absolutely.
And these are
It's gonna be
definitely
like-
out of bounds.
Right.
You know, because realistically, I could just map out my night. And,
Right.
Do your own
and
playlist.
set up my own DJ equipment.
Right.
Yeah.
And fucking run a
play.
playlist. I'll mix the shit myself. It'd be good. Like, I could mix 5 hours of music. That's not hard. But not trying
It's
to do
gonna
none
be-
of that shit.
No.
And more importantly, for as much as people want to
That
front
shouldn't
on a
be your
DJ,
focus.
that shit is part of the meal. If you look at a wedding as a meal, if you look, a plated meal,
You gotta have
have to have some form of entertainment. Be it a band, be it a DJ, but something has to engage you at some point other than small talk and food.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So when people go, we could have used an iPod. Well, you could have.
You could have, but weddings are different than clubs, and even now clubs are still. But like the wedding DJ, like is also like the MC of the night,
right?
Like you're not just back there turning tables.
No,
like you got to do all the intros. You got to do you got to tell people when to eat, how to eat. Like
that's all
that shit. So that's
now serving the fruit tables.
Yeah,
from A to
listen.
L.
I roll with the team. It's wedding season, so Lefty's going to be calling me. Fred's going to be calling me. Donnell's going to be calling.
Right.
Like everybody's going to be calling me, and they bring me. They can do it, but it's
easier.
Yeah.
It's easier when all you got to worry about is the music, and I take care of all that because I get into to wedding mode. Listen. We meet 10 minutes before I announce y'all. I want to get everybody's names right. I put everybody in order, and I go through the shit 3 times. Tell me if I'm saying it right. Tell me if I'm saying it wrong. I'm not gonna fuck this up. And when I meet them at their entrance point, but I'm behind the scenes, but they can hear me. So even though we did it 3 times. I still hold the mic and I go through one more time on my Bible to say this right, and I say it. Yep, boom, and I've learned to put that in a rhythm where it doesn't sound like I'm going, John and Lisa. Like there's really no pause. It's kind of smooth.
It's
so
pronounced Dawood.
Right.
We got David.
Right.
David, is it?
Right, because they look at it and try to figure it out on the fly.
Yeah.
And names are important.
Names are important.
Names are very important.
I switch off, like, I got a team, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, what the guy I do weddings with, at least, like, he does most of the music. I do all the interaction because he's not good at that.
Right.
But then, I'm like, yo, I need, like, 20 minutes, though. An hour, I'm about to just go over here and get it in.
Right.
Because I'm getting paid to DJ, too.
Yeah, that's different. I'm not there to DJ. I am strictly there to...
Oh, yeah. And it just makes sense. It's just... Anyway, I don't even know how we got here.
No, well, we was talking about the whole...
Oh, we talking about weddings and shit.
Yeah. And again, we have Bad Lad as our guest.
Yes.
And with us today. So
we got 2 years. I'm not even...
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, plenty of time.
It's going to be... We're going to spend a little bit... We'll spend a couple dollars. But, you know...
Yeah, I'm not knocking those who do.
And not everybody's going to get invited.
So, right. You got a good style. You got a great approach to it. Like, honestly...
You know, it just is what it is. I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna make a whole list of everybody that I could invite.
Right.
And then I'm gonna look at the budget.
Right.
And then go, all right.
Cool.
You're off the list. You're off the list.
How do you quantify that? How's that conversion chart work?
So wait.
That's what I want to know.
So this is a nice little pivot, and I like this in the part of the conversation where I could go like the NFL draft. Now you're starting to draft people like, all right, you know what? I want this person. I need this person. I need that person. You know what? I'm gonna wait on you. You might be more of a 3rd or 4th rounder. You're a 3rd day person.
Honestly, like, especially when you're paying for the food. So if you always late to shit, guess what, dog? You ain't getting invited.
Yeah.
Because I'm not waiting for you to show up at the ice cream talking about, oh, cuz, or yo, man, or you didn't give me a plate, or
you and your old lady's going to be like the war room. Yeah.
You know?
So the big whiteboard.
You'll be like, all right, you know what? You're a 3rd day person because your ass like to be late.
Right. You can come, but you gotta come after 6.
Right.
You got bad conversation, so maybe not.
Man,
you like to talk about the wrong shit.
You talk too much shit, you're off the list.
Right.
Yo, I remember when D used to do this. Like, you know what? We don't need that.
Yo, plus you usually bring a ratchet +1.
Nah, my mom's gonna be there. You can't.
Right. Wild card. You can't bring a wild card. So.
Oh man.
Sure.
See, I'm glad that I can laugh at the draft because hearing everything in the news about the NFL draft and how they talking so much shit about my Giants, I'm like, you know what? Fuck that shit. You know what? I can see what they're fitting to do because if all right. So
please enlighten me.
All right.
Please, because I want to know how you're going to take a quarterback in the 1st round, not named Dwayne Haskins.
All right. I'm gonna tell you
And
like
you're gonna
this.
take the kid from Duke.
Yeah. All right. So I'm
Duke. Not even like a football school.
No.
Not even a football
No. There was
Don't get
trying
me
to-
wrong, because Ziggy came from Duke, and
Like Zion Williamson would have made more sense.
Yeah. Seriously,
I'm just saying, like, no bullshit,
as
like-
big and explosive as he is.
it
Man,
would have been hilarious just to hear it though. Just to come up there like,
Nah, but see
take-
no, but you see, I guess that's the Giants trying to get the synergy with New York and the Giants. Nah, I'm not that high. So number one,
even his tape
They
is not
were.
good.
yeah,
Like
Whoa.
you know you're not good when the tape that they show of you, your highlight reel,
you getting sacked.
you're not good. Like your tape is not good.
Wait. The highlight reel is you getting sacked. Be like,
You getting
wait,
sacked.
yo, that defensive player is ill. Be like, wait,
You
this is a
stand up-
highlight for the quarterback.
yo, that was funny. You know,
okay,
Mel
that's
Kiper when they drafted that. You know, Mel Kiper was like, "Yo, I didn't have him next." Like, what the?
Yo.
those ain't the notes in front of me.
Right?
You got me out here like Tio, like that's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback, man. No, but see, this is the thing. All right, so.
Yeah, break it down. Break it down.
Alright,
This
so
is-
number one,
this
no-
is New York sports sympathy right here. That you
Yeah.
want to hear.
So this is me being Mr. Understanding and Mr. Logical.
Trust in
Alright.
the process.
I don't really know what the process is, but because number one, last year when we drafted Saquon Barkley, everybody was like, "Yo, that was a dumb move. You should have went for your quarterback."
I didn't.
I didn't think so.
I
I,
didn't.
loved that draft.
That was
pick,
a great
but,
move.
But like some of the like professionals and the talking heads was like, "Nah, you
That was
should
a
have
good
went for
move.
your quarterback." So
Because this year's quarterback draft wasn't bad either. So
Alright.
it's all
But
right.
more importantly, a quarterback wasn't going to propel them to any better record than they got with Saquon Barkley.
all right, so
No,
peep
not
this.
at all.
So now, there was a lot of talk on like who's gonna get a quarterback because Rosen was on the market, so people could trade him to get him from the Cardinals. So Miami wanted one, San Diego might look for a quarterback, Green Bay might look for a quarterback. So there's teams that might actually move up, and the quarterbacks might start to dwindle. All right, given that, I can see the pick because I guess they like his pedigree and they're planning on sitting him a solid year or two. That's the plan. So that way he could develop and actually learn. Now, based on what they liked with Eli and with the Mannings, this kid is from that lineage. He's in that school. So with that being the case, I can see why they drafted him because old school football is, all right, we draft the quarterback, we let him sit and learn for at least 2 years, and then he takes the mantle. Because
Yeah, but
nowadays,
a quarterback you're going to sit. You don't draft in the first round.
all right, so
You're
people,
paying wild money for a dude who's going to ride the pine for 2 years
but again, see,
because he went to the Eli Manning football camps when he was growing up.
so
Like,
again, that's the logic of things.
But you got to, and listen, fuck Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
But Dwayne Haskins threw 50 touchdowns last year
Sad.
against top-notch opponents.
Real shit.
Like,
so-
he's 6'8",
So this is the thing now. So this is
2
the
and
thing.
change.
This is the thing. Now, if the Giants would have drafted Haskins,
They could have took the dude from West Virginia.
see, yeah, Grit.
Yeah.
I like Grit as like a second option. I actually like the other guy, Drew Lock, that ended up going to, I forgot what team he went to, but they traded up to draft him. I like Drew Lock, but either way, again with the logic of him being in the Manning school of quarterbacking, I can see why they drafted him over Haskins because again, if you drafted Haskins based on the numbers and what he's done in college last year, Eli could throw one interception. Everybody's all, put Haskins in, put him in. And now you get that rumbling in the media. Now,
But that's how it used to be. You get drafted, you play. Like now
But-
they're like, even with baseball, they just resting dudes. Like
But-
they throwing 5 innings now in
but
baseball.
again-
And guys used to throw every day.
but
Right,
again,
right.
like now we talked about this off mic as a Dallas Cowboy fan. When Troy Aikman was the quarterback in his first year, he was 1-17. He had a very bad year. Now they were invested in him enough to get him what he needed so that way he can grow. Now with this guy, again, if we would have drafted Haskins and Eli have one bad series, not even an interception, he miss like a read or he gets flustered and he
You don't think that's going to happen with Daniel Jones?
No, because
'Cause
again, look at the tape.
they
Like
draft-
who is going to call for Daniel Jones?
Right.
now?
They've drafted somebody
Touche.
to. because they're going to draft the quarterback next year too.
No,
Because that guy's not going to play. He's not going to play.
But again,
Eli
their
was like-
belief is they're investing in him because again, with Saquon there, you're gonna have to respect the run game, and Saquon is also developing as a pass blocker. So he's not just a runner now; he's also a pass blocker. So he's giving them that.
So-
Number two, with Ingram supposedly coming back healthy, the tight end, I think Sterling Shepard's kind of plateaued. I like Golden Tate. But I would like to see another speed, tall receiver that could burn and go
They
downfield
can't afford one now because they're paying first round money for
for a
a
backup.
fifth round quarterback.
No. But again, see what the logic is if you had Haskins there, people are going to start grumbling because that was the
They're
problem.
already grumbling though.
That's the problem with Tebow. That's why some teams didn't want to pick up Tebow because if a quarterback
Tebow's a bum.
well, that's the thing. If the quarterback would have a bad game. Now people will start grumbling. Put Tebow in, let's see what he got. Put Tebow in, let's see what he got. Put Tebow in, let's see what he got. Teams don't want to deal with that shit. If Eli Manning has a bad game now, who's calling for Daniel Jones? Not me. It's like, all right, you know what?
So all more to the point. Let's buy into your premise. Let's buy into everything we're just saying is true. It doesn't change the fact that nobody was picking him in the first round. He beat it around there. He beat it in the second round.
And
so why not take something and not
Why
even
not
necessarily
take your speedy wide receiver?
Why not take the speedy wide receiver, the fucking hole that's left there? Because the dude that you have, like you said, you so eloquently put, you can put this in this Eli Manning's hands and let him kind of mold him. You can give him that kind of buffer. Why not get that extra receiver? So now when this kid hits the ground running, he hits the ground running with an elite receiver. I mean, with an elite running back. And Saquon Barkley's already proven himself in that first year. Second year the tape's out, so we'll see. But the first year he lived up to the hype. Let's say that. But the second year is always the year because the tape's out.
But this is the other logic too that I can understand is that this is the second year for the offensive line that they invested heavy in last year to mature as a unit. This is what I said early was that I had a problem with them thinking that they could just buy an offensive line and they will automatically mesh. It usually takes about 2 to 3 years for an offensive line working together to actually mesh. So now, that being said, they believe that now this unit is supposed to mesh. With Eli there and giving a little bit more time, having Saquon as our running back, having a healthy Ingram, and then a solid possession receiver in Golden Tate, which Golden Tate actually gets a lot of yards after the catch.
Yeah.
And then hoping that Sterling Shepard could actually elevate, then plateau, and being underneath homeboy, Odell Beckham. So, hopefully he could actually take that next growth. There's a lot of ifs. There's a lot of buts.
Right.
Me personally, Josh Allen, the edge rusher was there. The linebacker, they started to address the defensive side of things later in the draft, and they could address their wide receiver because the draft, people think that just because you go in the first round, you're automatic. I'm like, nah. Look at LaMarcus Russell. That dude, he was a big motherfucking quarterback. But when he got to the league, he got paid.
Sauce.
He got paid, and then he got huge. He was bigger than offensive linemen as a quarterback. So it's you can't really gauge on just because you're a first rounder, you're a guaranteed star. No, you could get people in the 5th and 6th, 7th round, and they can be stars like motherfucking Tom Brady. The thing I give Tom Brady the most credit for is the fact that he actually takes a contract that is team friendly, because as great as he's performed, he should be making that Russell Wilson money.
Yeah,
he should be making that top motherfucking money, but he's only making backup quarterback money.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and as a Giant fan, I can see where everybody's go with Haskins, but if Eli has a bad.
So you're just protecting your QB then? That's basically what you're saying.
No, because I see they're invested in the Manning family.
All right, you guys
They're
This
in
guy
the
throws
bus-
ducks because he went to the Peyton Manning football camp, and Peyton Manning threw ducks to a Hall of Fame career.
because he
Eli
didn't really have
Manning
no time, and he was punch drunk because he was when he blinked, he was seeing the pass rushing in his face.
All
Like,
this giant sympathizing over here.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen, but that's his team. You know what I'm saying?
nah, Daniel Jones, is that his name?
Yo, side note, we live in New England, right?
Uh-huh.
So the kid, Christian Wilkins from Clemson, he's from like Boston area or whatever, and I just happened to be watching the news today, and they were talking about some kid who went like in the third, fourth round of the draft, also from Massachusetts because he went to Boston College, but the kid who grew up in Massachusetts that went to a big name school and got drafted in the first round, no news because Boston police killed his grandfather
Oh,
accidentally, and I think they don't want to talk about it because it brings up all that other bullshit, conspiracy theory.
shit.
But the kid went to Clemson, won a national title,
Right.
cried on TV.
Right.
ESPN did a thing on him, and the local news didn't cover him at all.
because they didn't want to talk about their dirt and their shit.
Crazy,
You know what,
crazy.
too?
Like he was the number 13 pick,
And you know what?
but they
too?
got this guy from like Dudley, Mass, whatever the fuck. that is.
Right.
You know, that went to Boston College, and they got him all over the news this morning. Like,
Yeah,
Wow.
like he's the only one. But you see,
Wow.
that's that
Nice.
bullshit too, because like the 49ers end up going with the number 2 pick. They end up going with Nick Bosa.
that's a good pick though.
It's a good pick, but then the thing is like when you actually look at it, the 49ers had an issue with Kaepernick and his stance, right? And they all of a sudden deemed him as damaged goods. Like, yo, we can't even have him in the locker room. Not even just win with him. We can't even have him in the locker room.
He can't
No.
get on the roster.
When
At
you,
all.
as great as a player as Nick Bosa is projecting to be, based on his politics, he's the total opposite of Kaepernick, based on some of his race, quote unquote, racist post likes. Now, just because you like Trump, I'm not gonna automatically call you racist. But some of the things that he said, like he's even talked out against Kaepernick. So the fact that they totally washed that part of his story because he deleted his tweets and deleted all of that part of his history, all of that's clean. Oh, the Bosa family, all 3 of them, they're now the Manning family of the defense because
Really? Because J.J. Watt and his brothers seem to be tearing
no,
up the
no,
fucking
no,
league
but
right now.
no. This is the thing: the father and the 2 sons got all drafted in the first round. So
Oh,
the
shit.
only other father and sons that got drafted in the first round are the Mannings. Now they was bringing up Howie Long and his family, but Howie Long wasn't a first round draft pick.
Right.
So,
But he's damn sure a Hall of Fame.
but then now they put the Bosas in that echelon of things. That's why the New York Giants, they're in the Manning business. That's why it's like they're invested in Eli, they're invested in Daniel Jones, they're invested in the Manning family.
Like they're so quick to dub folks that shit. Like let people's careers unfold.
Yeah.
Like this microwave generation, man. This instant gratification generation. Everything needs to be called the GOAT. Like how do you disrespect the most important word in the fucking GOAT? How do you disrespect the word time when you haven't given anybody time to see how anything plays
Right.
out?
Yeah.
And now you're talking about is the greatest. Like when
Because
they did that whole
likes,
thing.
everybody likes to be predictive. They want to be like the king of predictions.
Right.
Like, oh, I said that like in
Right.
2005.
Yeah.
You know.
And coupled with the like me now generation, you couple
Right.
with that like make crown me. I am this, like you know what I mean. That's why you get these outrageous claims.
Everybody's on
from-
their Jacquees.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I made that song popular. Yeah, but that's not your song.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you didn't make it popular. It was popular before you was even
Right.
born, B. Like,
Right?
like, yeah.
And that's the disrespect because
Yeah.
you don't even go back to
That's where
that
shit
was-
came from.
right.
They're like, yo, I made this phone.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
you mean you put it together? Because you
Right.
didn't make this phone.
Not at all. Not at
Yeah,
all.
no, the running
You made
joke,
your version. They come out with a D phone.
Right, right.
The running joke I have with Andrea, my lady, is that you hear when we hear the original song, I'm like, yo, look, what's this? Is this the remix from Puff Daddy?
Right.
Like, oh shit, oh this sounds hot. Oh damn, I like the way they remixed that. So, like, but people really don't.
Well, it's only to that genre.
Yeah,
It's only to that genre. I tell people all the time, hip hop is so disrespectful in the way. Maybe disrespectful is not the correct term to use, but it's. I don't like the fact that it's the only genre where new artists don't work their way back. Anybody else, any other genre, if a kid picks up an instrument, it wouldn't matter what he's playing, keyboards, drums, whatever. You know they went back and listened to Clapton if it's the guitar or Hendrix. They went back and did their research and played and just worked back.
Right.
They did. You know they did.
Who did this first? Let me emulate them. It doesn't happen in urban music at all.
Not at all. It doesn't like it used to, because you could say that from a funk and soul, but funk and soul isn't as prominent and a part as pop music as it once used to be.
You know what else though? In other genres, they remake the songs. Like R&B finally kind of just now doing it.
Right.
But like you'll never hear like new rappers come out rapping 99 Problems.
No.
Like they don't pay respect like that.
No.
And it's kind of like taboo.
Right.
In the rap community to be rapping somebody else's lyrics.
Yeah, no, because
But
like
in rock, they'll remake Come Together like there's like 12 versions of Come Together that you could find from the Beatles.
All right, now I'll speak to that.
Word for word. Play for bar.
Right.
Like note for note.
Right. Just their own interpretation of it. You still see that. You see how if you follow the artist close enough, you see how they put their own interpretation on it. And the only true cover that comes to mind that I think follows that point, just in my mental hard drive, D'Angelo Cruiser. That Smokey Rock. If you ever heard Smokey Rock, he put his own D'Angelo stink on it, but he stayed pretty true. You know what I mean, with the strings and everything, and they stay pretty true to that essence. You know what I mean, but it was still you could tell it was his own interpretation. If you had heard the previous, you could tell he put his own interpretation. Right. You know what I mean?
I mean, and in hip hop we kind of do it because we use the hook samples and shit like that. But like
that's more tribute.
Ain't nobody came out and just been like, yo, I'm gonna release an album. It's gonna be all covers of my favorite rap songs growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Because number one,
shot you. California love.
Now you go back in hip hop too, right? Because people be like, yo, you a beat biter. Yo, you biting my beats, you biting my rhymes. Yo, you come up with your own fresh shit, B.
Yo, like, that was offensive. That was a charge, B. Like, so biting was.
Nah, it's like, yo, you stole my rhymes. Remember how they had the song, I Got the Power? There was Chill Rob G.
Do you remember that? Do you remember? Yo,
it was Chill Rob G, and then there was who's the other dude that had the
song?
Snap.
Now, yeah.
Now that was classic biting. Now in hip hop, that's offensive because Chill Rob G was the one that came out with the song first, but Snap was the one that made it popular. So now you see,
but
that's why you don't have it in hip hop because it's like, yo.
But that happened at the same time. I'm talking about like, I'm a new artist and I come out and my first single is Who Shot You.
But I think that's why. Because I know me, I'm gonna think Snap. Yeah. I'm going to think Snap. And I remember the nasty taste that left. Man, like, that was like, how the fuck dare you? When people were like, yeah, Snap. Do you have Snap? I Got the Power. And we was like, no, bitch, we got the original. Yeah. We got the wild pitch, the 12-inch.
What was the other one?
Chill Rob.
There it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That was another one.
Right. That wasn't.
There was Whoop, there it is, and then Whoop.
Yeah. One with an M. One without the M.
One with Word. Like, word, that's where we're at.
Yeah. Oh man, but you see, that's that whack shit.
That is that whack shit.
That just lets me know that my first rap album that I released to the public is just going to be covers.
Nah, man. People be knocking at your door, man.
I'm going to call it rap covers. So they already know what it is.
Okay. Yeah, let's just.
Nah, they had the song back in the day. Beat by the No Style Maker. Tell you to your face, you ain't nothing but a faker. Yo, like, you can't be biting people's rhymes though, man.
That was an.
I'm not. It's a tribute album. I'm a cover band.
But you got to make sure that you reach out to the artist before you do it.
I'm a hip hop cover band. That's it.
All right.
We're gonna do all roots shit and.
You better have a badass band then, dude.
There's gonna be a cover band called Branches rather than Roots.
Yeah, some
cover band of the Roots.
We'll make up a name. It'll be like a combination of like a couple different groups' names and shit.
There you go.
And we'll just be a hip hop cover band. Yeah. I'm telling you,
Go with branches, man. I'm
That's a
telling
$1
you.
million idea. Cover bands make wild money now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pop bands. You know what I'm saying?
And
They
know what's
got pop
funny?
bands.
For as much as biting is the norm now, unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but for as
corporate
folks
band-
would be mad at that. Like, and it's not too far. We're not too far from that. That's the wild part. Like, we're not
corporate
too far
bands,
from that.
like corporate bands do it now. Like people pay wedding bands to come and sing other people's shit.
Well, you know what
Yeah.
too,
I'm just a hip hop wedding band.
and you know what too,
Maybe that's where you stop.
and
That's
you
it.
know, and you know too. Like, if you want to take like a bigger picture, didn't Montel Jordan sell that song? This is how we do it. He actually sold that song, the rights to it. So now, like, if you have you go out and you
where-
have a
Where's
commercial.
my joint? I'm about to record that today.
What? This is how we do it? No.
Right,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
sell
but
the
have
licensing.
yeah, but then you have the licensing now as a cover band. You can actually look for songs like that and be like, you know what, this one's about to expire. I'm gonna jump on that song, and then whoops. Now you as a cover band could actually be the only ones performing these songs. I'm telling you.
Yo, and it's funny you say that because I do I host an event every year. It's the third annual for a good friend of mine who passed away from a brain tumor, Ace Diamond, and he used to do wedding bands, brother to brother,
Right.
all the local folks. You know what I mean? But he was a great singer, and last year, because what happens is the event is for a nonprofit that's in a music scholarship in his name, and all the bands that he's worked with and bands that he's shared the stage with come out and donate their time and put on a hell of a show. Great show. It's actually tomorrow. But last year there was dudes going through their set list and they was pulling shit out for that reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, now we can't sing that.
No.
Such and such and them got that. Like they know that shit. Like that shit is crazy.
I'm telling
man.
you,
That
man.
shit's
Yeah.
But
crazy.
like, if you do like your research, you could find certain songs that are public domain. So you could just everybody's remaking like a lot of songs, like Christmas songs. A bunch of them are public domain. That's how you get so many versions.
Christmas albums.
Oh yeah, like the OJs sing. Here comes Santa Claus, and
Yeah,
then you get
yeah.
Backdoor Santa. Now that one might not be public domain, but
yeah, whoa.
Dude, you
more
went
reason to
wide with that one. You went.
yeah.
Here comes Santa Claus.
And then
to
Backdoor
Santa.
Yeah. I gotta
Come
show
on,
the contrast between the two. But in that particular case too, it's like, and I was gonna kind of pivot to it earlier about like when you was talking about like hip hop people and being fresh and shit. The most freshest shit I saw recently in basketball was that Dame Lillard shot, man. Woo! That Dame time shit.
Son, that was just so many different emotions all at once.
I wonder if he screamed, "Hold that."
You gotta have a.
Did he rock him in this stuff?
Yo, that's a
Just hold that.
That is such an. I don't want to say arrogant because Dame don't come off as arrogant. I'm a big Dame Dollar's my guy.
Yeah.
Dame Dollar's my guy because Dame Dollar is to me the greatest NBA rapper of all time. He is
Come on, man. Better than Shaq.
better than Kobe.
Did you hear Dame Dollar on Sway in the morning?
Nah,
Did you hear him on Sway in
No,
the
no,
morning?
yeah. No, he's nice. He's nice. I'm just fucking with
Ridiculously
Shaq's
nice.
album.
Like, yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Better than Dana Barros.
Wait, okay. Shout out to Dana Barrow.
Nah, you remember how they had that NBA's best kept secret? Like Jason Kidd was rapping on it. Gary Payne, it was.
Yeah, that was. I remember that beat when I was working at RIU. That was in the library.
Yep.
Yeah, best kept secret. It obviously kept secret. It is obvious why y'all were kept secret. Y'all were
Chris
Webber.
Webber?
Yep.
Chris Webber.
Yeah, I did work with his labeling when I was living in Detroit and shit.
Nice.
Where?
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
he couldn't rap worth a fuck though. But I had like 5,000 of his singles.
Yeah.
We just had to go to the club and just give those shits away. The motherfuckers was giving them back. Like,
They was using them as coasters.
come on, dog. We don't want
Damn
that
it,
shit.
man.
My man D Smooth from here, they say his single did pretty well in Detroit for a spell. Very early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, dropping smooth lyrics. And it's funny because DJ Buck did the track and Premier did it over. Premier jacked it for Trespass, Ice-T, that movie,
yeah.
for Trespass soundtrack.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That explains why Buck is so rich. No. Shout out to DJ Buck.
Yeah, man, doing his thing.
So, let's talk about you, man.
Me?
We got you here. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You're the special guest today.
Why not? Let's talk about it.
The Saturday morning conversation
Cool.
interview brought to you by Amiga Trucking and Repair.
Yes. Label out.
Bad lad in the building.
Thank you, gentlemen,
Yes,
for having
indeed.
me. Thank you.
Comedian,
MC.
MC,
Reverend?
Hit
DJ,
Reverend.
ordained
Swiss
minister.
Army knife, B.
Mm-hmm.
Swiss Army knife. Entertainment.
And the cool ass motherfucking Caucasian shirt. Know what I mean?
Limited edition.
Yeah, limited edition. Know what I mean? Yo, he really got an afro pick that's a dollar sign though.
You saw that, right? You saw that, right?
How he got a pat down like
People see, and people that know this shirt still, even every time I wear it, they see something new every time. Oh shit, I didn't notice that. Yeah, man.
no, that's
Shit
the
is
Richie
great.
Rich, man. Like looking like Richie Rich.
I like wearing this into the breakfast diners because breakfast diners, for the most part, are very
Old.
melanin and older melanin deficient. Melanin deficient, excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like just like rocking the boat, walking in there, just
Hey.
see who flinches.
Hey, give him a little
Yeah, right.
Howdy.
All right, see you. Yeah. It's my purse clutch. You know what I mean?
all right.
It's my purse clutch flip. So, but yeah, man.
Check please.
Word. Yeah.
But sir, your meal didn't come out yet.
Right. I think I had a shirt. It's beat now, but it was I actually had two versions of Rosa Parks being booked. One when she's being getting fingerprinted. I got that one, and I had the mugshot one. I gave that to my oldest son. He rocks that down in Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice.
I'm like, you're a soldier.
He's
You a soldier.
That's confidence.
Listen, wait. Not only that.
Jacksonville, Alabama.
Can I
That's
double?
really
No,
Jacksonville,
yeah, right. Can I double down on that? He's my oldest son. Let me double down on that because he owns this shirt and rocks it proudly. He is a homosexual man married to a white woman. I mean, white man. Excuse me. In Jacksonville. Florida.
Jacksonville.
That's the classic.
Is that the double down? Is that the double down?
How did that conversation go? So
you ain't
listen,
gonna tell me shit. You ain't gonna tell me nothing.
Where you
I'm a
want to
love.
live? Let's move to Alabama. Nah. We can't move to Alabama. Yeah, let's move to Florida, but move close to Alabama.
Hey, he
Close
does it,
enough.
man. He ended up there pretty much. He didn't choose. It kind of chose him because he was in the Navy.
Oh, okay.
He was in the Navy and he was stationed in South Africa, and he collapsed during physical training, and ended up having irreparable nerve damage in his calf.
Dang.
So and he got medically discharged.
Yeah.
Deemed physically unable to deploy, I guess is what the term is, and so it's still an honorable discharge. So that's where they put him while they ran tests, and then he ended up getting a job with the Wounded Warrior project and just grew roots, and he's doing it. He's so like but yeah, man, that's my hero. Like nigga, you double down. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But he's a great kid. He's a great kid. But excuse me, he's a great person. He's a man. He's 30. What the hell?
Wow.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Shout out, Simone.
Tell us about the comedy, man. How you get started?
I don't know if it's by accident. Well, I've always been started as a rapper. Started as a rapper when I was like 12. Chased a dream.
What was your rap name?
Rap names. I've been in the game a long time.
Oh.
Rap names.
all right. What's your favorite one? What one you want the audience to?
my latest. Like if I was to do a mixtape or something or drop something, or even if it's just a feature verse, it is not Bad Lad.
All right.
Bad Lad is the host. Bad Lad is the comedian. Bad Lad is the personality.
All right.
The rapper, the last rap name I have, that's when I do a rap thing. That's Vinny Boom Bap.
Vinny Boom Bap.
Yeah, my real name is Vinny, or Vincent, but and I'm sure you guys are old enough to remember Rodney Dangerfield and his whole little skit about his Dr. Vinny Boom Bots. So it's a flip on that. Vinny
And
Boom
you know
Bap.
what too?
That's what's
And
up.
I know you go back in the day with my lady Andrea, so
Yes.
I know she's probably trying to text me something, and I don't really look at my phone during the show. So she's like, "What about this name? And what about that name?" But
Oh yeah, no. Bad Lad was actually Vinny Boom Bap is the only rap name I have ever chosen for myself of all my rap names.
Okay,
Okay.
So
what's the worst one somebody gave you? And like, you know what?
I liked them all.
Did you?
At the time they were given to me, I liked them all. So Bad Lad was given to me in high school. That was just a high school nickname.
I like
And
it.
my good friend Dashana Gomes, we was in Spanish class together, and I was class clown. You know what I mean? And I would say some off the wall shit, and she would always go, "You're so bad, lad." and then she just shortened it and bad lad, and then it stuck.
Alright.
So, lad is a nickname that was given to me by my mother when I was a baby. So people for years have only known me as lad. When they hear Vinny or Vincent, they're like, "Who the fuck is that?" The only two people in this world have ever called me Vincent all my life, and that was my father and my grandmother, his mother. Everybody else has called me lad or some form of lad because there's elders that call me ladder. You know what I mean? But so bad lad was given to me, but prior to that I was Vinny D, because everybody, when it was first started, you just stuck D at the end of your name. You said some shortened name and it stuck D, even if your last name wasn't D. But my last name was D, so it worked out fine. So it was Vinny D, boom. And then when I formed my first group, which was two Crush MCs, we was at Brothers Pizza, and this one Brothers Pizza was where CVS is on Broad Street.
Right.
All right. It was which now I'm really dating myself with this, because prior to Brothers being in that location, that building that was first housed Brothers, prior to it being Brothers, was a credit union. Okay.
That's how he gives directions.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Oh, I'm a Rhode Island dude.
Yeah.
Damn straight. I'm a landmark head.
You're gonna take a left at the credit union. That's
Yeah.
the CVS. They used to be Brothers.
Yeah. We was in there. And we it was me and my two homeboys, and we was trying to. We had the name, two Crush MCs. We knew that. Now we're figuring out rap names for us. We don't want to do Vinny D and Greggy D. They're dead. Like it's time to evolve. You know what I mean? This is maybe 84, maybe. And all right, it's time to think of another new. And the pizza guy is listening to our conversation because we're the only two in there. It's a quiet Saturday afternoon. We're the only two in there, and he goes, "Why don't you make up? Are you friends?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're like best friends." And he was like, "Why don't you make up names that have to do with being friends?" And he said, "And make it more interesting. Give each other your names." So we ended up being Slice and Kick. Now to go with the vernacular. It derived from it was from Home Slice and Sidekick.
Yo, how come
And we just
I'm the only one that really uses Home Slice now. Like,
Yeah. Well, you use
I
it for
don't
vintage
use that
purposes.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You use it in that essence as a nod to the days of yore.
Home
You know what I
Slice
mean?
and Money
yeah.
Grip. Like,
Right? Yeah. Listen, I'll junior flip a cat in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Junior flip. That's my uncles used to call us that when we was real young. Like we got out of pocket. Hey, watch your mouth, Junior Flip. You know what I mean? So like I use Junior Flip, Mahubba. I don't know if that's a regional thing, but Mahubba is like I grew up with Mahubba because you couldn't say motherfucker.
Oh, that's like Mickey Fix.
Yeah, right. So it was Mahubba. You know what I mean? And my sister used to wield that like a sword. You know what I mean? So I still say Mahubba. You know what I mean?
So first time on stage, you remember it?
Absolutely.
You remember
Rapping or comedy?
Comedy. You remember
Comedy,
the joke episode?
No, because I actually wasn't a comedian then. Here's how it went. I was at BRU. I was radio jock at BRU. Sound session was still the norm for the summer event.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's when I was still working as a ball back at the Black Rip.
Okay, and I was the Grand Marshal.
Yep.
I was the Grand Marshal for the last few years. And the Dream, the R&B artist, the Dream was scheduled to come to the PPAC, and they was like, "Do you want to host it?" You're motherfucking right. Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? This is a major feather in my resume. You know what I mean? In the caps. You know what I mean? For the resume and shit. So I get there, and it's what I know now in retrospect. It was run by a promoter who was trying to write this shit off as a tax loss.
Wow.
Okay?
Oh jeez.
So it was run very shitty.
On
Like he
purpose.
did everything right on purpose. He did
I feel
everything.
like
he
I
did
feel like I might
sabotage.
know who this is.
You might. If you're in, you know the players enough to know it because it's not the first time this person has done it.
So it's like the producers basically.
Right. I got my money, so I wasn't really. But you threw me in the middle of a shit show at the
Right.
P-PAC.
Wow.
7 openers. You're not there. You're not answering your phone. The only other person in here besides me and the openers is the man the P-PAC hired to open the fucking doors today. Like the manager on call.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is me and him. I'm like, yeah. He's like, look, either way, there's gonna be a fucking show. Like, I'm turning on the lights, I'm putting up the curtain. I don't give a shit. Nobody goes out there. But I'm hired here. I'm gonna do my job. I'm like,
Damn,
all
the
right, look.
openers didn't show up neither?
No, the openers showed. Those were the only ones that, you know who didn't show. He didn't give us a DJ. I didn't have a house DJ nor a house band.
Damn.
So now I can't go
Did he
give
give
it
you-
up for Daoud. We'll be right back with Dow, but take it away, DJ such and such, or
Right.
there's the band, and I go do what I do as a host and get folks ready, make sure shit's getting set up, and do
Right,
my
right,
duties
right.
like that. No, I can't do that now, because now I can't give them silence, because you're average. These are fucking bands. You
Right.
know what I mean? There's some folks that are coming with a USB set, but there's folks that are coming with pieces
With
too,
instruments and shit.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't give them silence and have a room for a fucking the P-PAC. You fucking kidding me? The P-PAC? I got to make them sit in silence? No, not at all. So
They didn't even give you a boombox.
they didn't give me an itinerary. Fuck a boombox. They didn't even give me an itinerary.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Like a
I was
set list, nothing.
right. By the time I realized that it was just me and him, I had walked past people that I realized after the fact were actually in the show. Because initially I did my lap, catch the schematics. You know what I mean? Just soak it in. I'm about to do the P-PAC. You know what I mean? So we get everybody. I finally once we realize that it is just me, the dude at the P-PAC, and the fucking artist, we make an announcement. If you were told you were in this show, meet us in this spot. Got everybody. We pieced together a show. All right, you're going first. And we told her, I had to let everybody know first off, look, the promoter's not here. I let them know we are in a shit show. I'm about to build a show out of shit. So I don't want to hear anybody being diva, or he said I was supposed to be first. I don't know any of yous. I'm going to put this shit in a fucking order, and we're going to go. We get it. And we get this shit in record time where we're still able to start on time. So now I'm angry because I'm in the middle of this shit show, but once I get on the other side of it and we're getting ready to start, I'm like, fuck that. I just did that shit. You know what I mean? Like, word. And I'm in the P-PAC. They don't know that. I'm about to give them me. You know what I mean? And work's gonna come from this, because fuck you, it's the P-PAC. And I get a general introduction from the stage man. The curtain comes up and there's about 110 people.
Damn.
Like a row and a half.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
They must have knew the dream wasn't coming.
Son, no! And there was a pause. There was a pause. And in that moment, like looking back again, in that moment, that was one of the first times I realized how loud silence can be.
Yes.
But there was a pause. And then somebody went, and we all just started laughing, like dying. Like, cause like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? So now I find myself in a unique position of just snapping on the show. Now it's gonna be full disclosure. Ain't but 110 of us are here. You know the fuck was this going on? You know what this pride just led up to this? So I tell that in an amusing anecdote. Now, every time I come back, here's how I'm buying time. I'm just shitting the show. I'm killing everybody. BRU for putting me here, which ended up being, I think I might have did 2 more shows at BRU and then that show. So
What's your contract?
Right, I bagged everybody. I bagged the promoter. I bagged P-PAC. I bagged the artists if they wasn't good. Like, I went in on everybody, and they enjoyed it. But I thought nothing of it because I have hosted shows in the past, and I mix a little humor in because I'm not afraid of the stage. I've been on the stage for years, so I'm comfortable enough where I can.
And you're not dry bread.
And I'm not dry bread. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that comes and goes. But a month later, I'm coming out of Providence Place Mall, and I'm coming out, and the guy's going in. I hold the door for him. He goes, "Yo, you was at the Dream Show." And I was like, "You was there?" There was like 6 people there. Like, how was you there? And he's like, "Yo, I won tickets on BRU, me and my wife, and we went, and we was gonna leave, but my wife kept saying, let's just see what the comedian got to say next." And she said, and we stayed to the point where we just, and every time you came out, she was like, no, this is what he says next. And next thing we know, the dream was on. You know what I mean?
Oh, he finally made it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, he finally made it. And he made it on time, whatever,
He
but
must have been pissed performing for 100 people.
I didn't give a fuck at that time.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
sure.
I didn't give a fuck. I hope.
Oh.
And he literally sat in the van, went in, did a half-hour set, and went back in the van. Literally. And I mean, like in and out. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't really here. It was a dream.
Right. So
It was all a dream.
When the dude said, my wife said, let's wait for the comedian, and he didn't disagree with her. Like he was like, so when's your next show? And I was like, I don't know, you just have to watch out. You know what I mean? Gave my Facebook information and kept it moving. But when I walked away, I'm like, damn, did I read like a comedian? Oh shit, there might be something to this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I had tried it. I'm in my what? What's this? I'm just about to be 40. Just about to be 40. So I had tried it in my 20s and I was terrible. I was terrible. I was
giving like not jokes
I was
and shit like that.
It was
Bad
it would have
jokes?
been they probably would have been better if they were knock jokes, but they were me actually trying to write jokes without any sense of how to.
Any structure.
I had a punchline, and it was just all this shit that led up to it was just a fucking car wreck. So by the time you heard the punchline, I was like, what? I don't get it. So
that's tragic. Like,
right.
That's not supposed to be funny.
But now I'm finding myself where I'm more comfortable on stage and thinking of, wit and sarcasm on the fly. So if I came up, I say to myself, I come across like that, maybe there's something to it. So now I'm calling in markers from all the janky promoters who I've worked for free back in the day, who are still in the game, and because there's starting to be this wave of promoters who want to do comedy shows and bring in top-notch comics. So I'm like, let me host, and I started that way, and I staggered out the gate for a year. But oddly enough, they were all in front of big names: Tommy Davidson, Michael Blackson, Joe Torre. These were all guys.
Right.
My first year, like to this, I haven't had a year that's equaled that as far as quality people I've opened for. I'm better at it, but it's just funny. It's kind of ironic in that sense.
You got better than the quality of.
Yeah. So I kept walking up the stage feeling like people laugh, but I knew it wasn't. I'm not fundamentally sound. I know there's fundamentals to this shit, and I know I don't have them. So somebody had came to me and was like, "Yo, Comedy Connection has a course,
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
and I was like, so I called, and it's an 8-week course.
Oh, shit.
Held by 3 very smart comedians, Brian Bowden, Ray Harrington, and Derek Furtado, and they start you off. It's every Wednesday. Nobody in there. It's you and your classmates, essentially, and them. And it's empty, and you go on stage from the first day. You meet once a week, and every week they add more. They implement a fundamental attribute you should have. And so to put it in perspective, because you end up with a set by this method, and I think it's so dope. So you go on stage, then you give them your name, any experience, comedic influences, and then finally, what's funny to you. And they build for some fucking way, the way the course is designed, they take that what's funny to you, and then 8 weeks later you have a 10-minute set. That's what happened to me.
That's dope.
And it's tree shaking shit. So like we started with like 6 people, we ended up with 3. It's tree shaking shit. So people, because I learned now in talking with them, because it's been 6 years since I've done that. So I tell people I've been doing comedy for 7, but I've been funny for 6. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I learned the fundamentals, and every week they implemented a fundamental, one of the fundamentals, and then you applied everything funny. Because then at the end of the first week, they go like, all right, next week, give us something else that's funny to you. Come back with something else. And by the 8 weeks, by week 7 and 8, you're basically kind of rehearsing your routine. And they're trying to polish you, and here's what you need to do. Here. And the dope shit about it, that they never once said to you, that's not funny.
They just found a way for it to be funnier.
Well, they just found a way for it to fit.
Okay.
If you're gonna tell it, here's probably the best way. Here's some best. That's offensive. We're not saying you shouldn't use it, but if you may want your setup may want to be different.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I learned about a setup. I learned about, how to set up a joke. How the longer the setup, the bigger the punchline.
Right.
Like you put yourself.
You got them invested.
Yeah, you got them invested. So you got to learn how to
be.
leave. You got to leave jokes. You got to leave laughter along the way. You know what I mean? I learned the art of doing if it's gonna, because I do tell long stories. So I've learned to put little laughter along the way, so they're not just like this. So when that punchline, it also helps ensure the major punchline of paying off. You know what I mean? So it's but it's so dope to learn another craft again. It's so dope. Like I'm still in the paying dues process,
Right?
and it's fun as fuck. I remember paying dues in the rap game and doing the hole in the wall clubs and getting the chance to do open for major artists and stuff like that. And it's very similar.
Yo, matter
It's
of
very
fact,
similar.
didn't you used to come by the Black Rep when they was on Washington Street
Absolutely.
on the 3rd floor?
My cousin
Yeah.
Dana started it with Don. It was called 3D Productions.
Yep.
Duke, Dana, and Derek.
Yep.
D Prosper.
Yep. And
So,
then,
like-
and then Don, he came, he was talking about trying to bring it back. So then
Yep.
it was me, Rage, Daryl Jet,
Shout out to Rage.
and then when we were doing it, we ended up getting DJ Perseus.
Yeah.
Because that was my boy. And then we ended up getting Sean G from Poem Action Way to come through.
Yeah.
And then he used to host for a bit. Yeah, man. I remember you
Yeah,
used
listen.
to come through, man.
Let me tell you something, man. I've been around this Rhode Island hip hop shit a long fucking time. Pretty much from its inception.
Yep.
I might have missed maybe the first 2 or 3 hardcore years because I wasn't old enough to be out. But listen, when I tell you, I remember growing up and when hip hop was not on the radio.
Yeah, because it was the 92 Pro FMs and
The
then,
JB 105s and you understand what I'm saying? So I remember when
I remember when 106 was the hip hop station.
Oh,
When they
Kicks
first-
106?
When they first came on the air.
Kicks
right,
Yeah.
106.
right. It's like, are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
I remember arguing with my uncles and my father, because my father and my uncles on both sides were know-it-alls.
Right.
They were just the epitome of 70s, 80s male, 1970s, 1980s male. You know what I mean? Complete with the push broom mustache and the oversized fro, but and good hair shit, so it fell down. So like arrogant, you could. Word was their law. You couldn't. Fuck you. 2 + 2 is 5 because I said so. Fuck you. You know what I mean? And I remember crying. And telling them yo, you don't know what you're talking about, because they were like, yo, in 2 years nobody's gonna hear this fucking music again. It's noise. What you do on that fucking cardboard is stupid. What you put on the walls is stupid. What you say it, and now every one of them got rap albums in their library. And I tell them every time I go in the house, I say, I feel like taking all your fucking rap albums and pissing on all of them. Because you only did this shit because it's popular.
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
Yo, I love
No,
it.
but if they was listening to Rapping Duke, then come on,
But they wasn't. They
Yeah,
were
yeah,
shitting
yeah.
on all of it.
Oh, yeah,
they were
yeah.
shitting on all of it. And that's why I'm passionate about the entertainment, because hip hop got me through the toughest time of my life. I lost my mother when I was 11. I lost my mother to suicide when I was 11. And that was my escape. That was truly my escape. And I remember crying in those arguments with my uncles and them, because you don't feel what I feel. And what I feel, my peers feel. The neighborhood feels. If you just walked out and spent a day with me, you would see that this is a living, breathing thing. This is not gonna die. I knew I was gonna grow up with this shit. So hip hop's not my nephew. Hip hop's my twin. We grew up together.
Yeah.
We learned
Right.
all this shit together. You know what I mean? So as a purist, and I'm a proud purist, I won't necessarily shit on what's out there right now, but when I do have a problem with these with younger generations making excuses why it's all right to not do your fucking history, fuck you. Fuck you.
And your laziness.
And your fucking laziness. Cause like there's a quote on one of the De La albums, hip hop created jobs for people who don't even like this shit. That's some profound shit.
And you know what though? My favorite one was KRS-One. Hip hop is rap is something you do.
Hip hop is something you live.
Right.
You know how I always explain that to people, and you'll feel me on this. As simple as this: if you're sitting at a red light and you're there too long, if you stop beatboxing, you're hip hop.
Yeah,
you're just hip hop because it's what you do. Like it's what you live, man. If you find yourself in situations where you're waiting for any length of time, man, you just
right.
Like a car rides by playing some shit. If it's something you had liked, you're gonna take the next 4 bars and like it's
all the time,
all the time,
Yeah,
all the time, man. Little shit like that, man, and that's the part that the disconnect with these younger folks, because you don't understand what it was like to make this a viable product.
Yeah,
I remember watching climb up the ranks of becoming not just a viable product, but going from a viable product to the fucking language of the world. Fuck you.
Yep.
Hip hop is the language of the world, and I don't mean just rap.
Yeah.
I mean the culture.
Wait, how do you feel about MC Hammer being the first one to have a commercial with KFC?
That shit bothered the hell out of me. All of it. All the commercialism. Remember, I come from that era. The shit that was whack and was like felony charges against the game is fashionable now.
Yep.
Biting is fashionable now.
Yep.
Selling out is fashionable now. And we are at a point in like, if you look outside our window, we're in a fucked up state of mind right now. We're at a point where right now we need PE.
Yeah.
We need a PE. And it can't be PE. PE served its purpose for its time, and they continue to make that music. But we need a PE that speaks to this generation.
Yeah.
We need that, because everybody wants to be woke and woke. Everybody wears it like a fucking pair of sneakers. You're not woke. Nobody's woke because very few people are woke because they want to be awakened. Now, most people that use that woke, they use it as a badge. They use it because it's fashionable.
It's like a logo.
Fuck you.
It's like a logo on a hat.
PE. I remember PE making kids who didn't even want to go to school go to college. I watched PE transform cats that was on the fence about whether that barely made it over the finish line of high school end up with a college degree because of PE. Like in positions that are uplifting our community. Like my hip hop did that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't compare hip hop. Your hip hop now is homogenized. Remember when hip hop, you could listen to a rapper and without never knowing him for the first time, if you hear him, you could kind of gauge where he was from.
Oh yeah. Now everybody sound the same.
Everybody sounds the same.
Yep.
Where everybody's from. I thought Dave East was from the South for a minute.
You feel me?
But
where he's
from Brooklyn,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
Right.
Yeah.
The Panda Cats from Brooklyn.
Fuck that dude.
But I'm saying though, you're right. Why would you know?
Come on, man. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't want to be associated with
Exactly.
that. Like, come on.
You don't even sound Brooklyn.
No.
You don't even sound Brooklyn.
We're
Come
gonna
on.
ask
new
one
Brooklyn.
more question, then we got to get out of here.
Okay.
So we're gonna ask you the obligatory, but we're gonna start with comics first. Top 5 comics right now.
And no
Right
special-
now?
Right now. Who's funny to you right now? Who's the 5 funniest guys? Top comics.
One of them ain't even the guy, Sam J. Sam J's my guru. Shout out to Sam J. Sam J started. Remember, I'm 40. I'll be 49 in November. So the OGs in my game, in my comedy game that I look to for guidance, most of them are younger than me.
Oh, really?
Quite younger than me. She's like in her early 30s.
All right.
All right.
She's
Sam
been in
J.
the game longer. She's from out of Boston. She started in Boston, and I met her. I lost to her in a comedy contest. That was maybe 4 years ago. She is now a writer for SNL.
That's what's up.
She has her own Netflix special, funny as fuck. She's at Comedy Connection tonight.
So Sam J.
Sam J. Langston Kerman.
Langston Kerman.
Langston Kerman is from Chicago. He is from Chicago. Please look him up. And how about this to give you a cosign? Patton Oswalt won the Grammy for Best Comedy Album. And in his speech, he named 5 comedians that have better albums. Those were 2 of them.
All right.
Sam J. and Langston Kerman.
All right. So number 3.
Number 3, Jasper Red. Jasper Red wears a cowboy hat, thick country accent, funny. Like he's one of them. Don't get me wrong, because I like his his delivery and his substance, but he's one of them cats. He also has the Chris Tucker factor. I can just listen to him talk. I mean, he's the way he sounds is just funny to me. You know what I mean? But he is a genuinely funny person.
Jasper Red.
All
All
right.
right. So number 4. Number 4.
Chappelle's the god, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Chappelle's god body, like salute, man. Just he's Chappelle and Rock, man. Just I gotta go with Chappelle and Rock because they along with Langston and Sam, like they understand the responsibility we have as comedians. You know what I mean? I'm not at that level yet. I'm still talking about me. I'm starting to implement things that impact us as a community, as a people. And I don't mean just us. I mean us, everybody, people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Human.
Because when I that was the thing too. When I told myself I was going to get into this comedy shit, I wasn't going to be the comic goes, well, black people do it like this and white people do it like this. I'm done to death. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I gave them me. Excuse me. So I try to talk about topics that are in my wheelhouse, that are comfortable to me. So, but
what you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Right now, I'm just getting back on stage. I just had a little short bout with papillary cancer. It's a very common occurrence where cancerous nodule lodges onto a thyroid. It is resolved by a thyroidectomy, which I had, and I am not a cancer survivor. I'm a cancer completer. Trust me, it was not like one of them real. I didn't have chemo. My perspective, my bill was $50.
Damn.
Okay.
All right.
I was overnight. You understand what I'm saying? So
Take one of these and call me in the morning.
you feel me? So like I was out of work I've been out of work for longer with broken bones. Let's say that. So but the voice had to rest, so there's a gap of time. So I'm just getting back on the scene. My April was the busiest I've been since December.
Didn't you say you had something coming up tomorrow too?
Yes, I do. I have the Andrew Reese Ace Diamond Music Scholarship event. It's at White's of Westport, off of 195 East in Swansea, I think, Fall River, in that area. Uh-huh. It is a music scholarship in honor of Andrew J. Reese, aka Ace Diamond, aka Cassius, hip hop fixture in the Rhode Island community. Also, a fabulous singer who went through a 6-year bout with brain cancer. Beat it, came back, that kind of deal. But wanted to leave a legacy that came with more than just a scholarship fund, but targeted towards young and up and coming talent, and to try to give them a little more guidance than we didn't get.
That's what's up.
So, but that is my major. What I did this past month was nothing short of amazing. But I do that each and every first Friday of the month for the funk event. I'm doing with Half Pint. Me and Finesse killed last event.
Stockton
April 12th.
Malone.
Stockton Malone Saturdays. 101.1 Tracks, Cracks, and Throwbacks on bsrlive.com as well. 6 to 8 on Saturdays. We'd love for you guys to come check me out on that.
All right.
And I did hosted Redman and Method Man
Recently,
1,600 people, sold out crowd.
Nice.
Gave them the experience. The energy was so dope. Meth pulled me aside. I gave me the cosign. Reg gave me the cosign. Love doing what I do. I'm just hip hop, man. I'm just parsley on the plate, but I'm some good fucking parsley.
Hey, if anything, my girl said Bold Island Troopers.
Yo, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
You don't have time for that. That's a whole nother podcast, my guy.
Yo.
No bullshit.
So-
but please.
That's going to do it, man. It's another Saturday morning conversation.
Yep.
It's your man, DJ Caveman.
And DJ
DJ Iron Monkey.
Yep.
Bad lad in the
Voice of the
building.
City, A-Team, definitely in the building.
We out.
Rest of the city.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen.